Hey everyone, it's Fez. Happy Friday. So, it's almost the weekend, thank the good Lord. So, we are continuing our Heretic walkthrough on the Smite-Meister difficulty for the PC using the GZDoom engine. So, let's have a real quick shout out to my friend Mark. I just want to say happy birthday. I don't know if you watch these videos or not, but in case you do, I've been thinking about you. So, yeah, enjoy your birthday. Hope it's everything you're wanting in a birthday, and looking forward to catching up with you again sometime. So, with that aside, we are on episode 5, the Stagnant Domain, mission 2, Rapids. So let's get going. Alright, so we are, it looks like a waterfall type area in this kind of an aquatic theme. So, in front of us we see a gaggle of gargoyles, and directly below them are some saber claws. But we're going to ignore them for right now. We're going to grab those arrows and go over here to the right and grab the crossbow. So, this level is a bit of a pain because there's a lot of a strong current to cross through, and it can make things difficult. So, bear that in mind when you play this level. So with that being said, let's shoot these guards. I mean, I like the level design on here. It's just the current, or the crosswind theme, whatever you want to call it, you've seen earlier levels in earlier episodes. It's kind of a bummer to deal with sometimes. I mean, it's a cool effect, don't get me wrong, but they do it on purpose, I'm sure, but it can be a real hindrance though. So here's the remainder of the saber claws. We'll just take them out. There is a silver shield there. We don't need it just yet, but we will probably have to grab it at some point later in the level. So once the saber claws are dealt with and the guards, I'm going to whip out my Phoenix Rod, fire a shot over at the yellow door. I'll take out a saber claw or two with it. At least got one. And polish off the remainder with the crossbow. And up on that ledge over there, across from the yellow door, is a small group, relatively small group of were-dragons. So I'm going to fire about 3 or 4 shots with my Phoenix Rod, and hopefully that'll take them out. So I think that took them out pretty effectively. So grab any ammo that you might need, and we'll proceed through here, through this little corridor. And the current will kind of drag you down, so please keep that in mind. Over here to the left is the yellow key. We can't grab it quite yet, but we will be able to shortly. Alright, so over here on our right is a nook. It doesn't look like there's much. There's a gargoyle and some gauntlets. So I'm going to whip out my hell staff. I'm going to do a 180 back into the little nook with the gauntlets, and then a trap with a were-dragon appears. He doesn't guard anything, but just be aware when you try to take those gauntlets if you need them. And then we'll just keep progressing through. Alright, to our right is a barricade. We cannot cross it quite yet, but we will be able to in just a moment. Here, I'll take out my hell staff again. Grab the quartz flask. A lot of these items are kind of hidden because of the darkness. There are some very dark parts of this level, so just keep that in mind. Flip that switch behind the were-dragon, and then go back and we're gonna go back the way we came. So we can now get the yellow key, and now another opening is visible. So there are several monsters, namely gargoyles, and I think there is a saber claw in here somewhere too. Yes. And yes, there are a couple of ledges overlooking each side over there with some were-dragons, so we'll just pop them with a couple of shots with our Phoenix Rod. Cool. Alright, so there are 3 flasks here and 3 flasks on the other side. I'm going to grab them really quickly. Don't worry about your armor if you picked up the enchanted shield from the previous level. Okay, so I thought he was dead. Good thing I double-checked. Because there are, I think, a couple of enchanted shields on this level. So, with them being picked up, we'll go ahead and go to the next section. Now, don't go into this area just yet. We will return to this in a moment. So, we'll go back up, and we're going to open the yellow door. Not a whole lot going on in here. Just a small amount of gargs, but looks can be deceiving. Okay, we'll flip this switch over here. And then we see a bunch of saber claws. Alright, I'm going to use my claw on them for right now. Alright, I'll use my health staff. No, actually, I'll use my, my Phoenix Rod, because now, once you step into this dark area, a new chamber opens up with a small group of were-dragons. So I'll fire about 3 or 4 shots in there, and what I don't kill with it, I'll just polish off with my crossbow. They don't take a ton of damage to die, thankfully, just to, you know, about 3 or 4 good arrows, probably. Okay, so we got the backpack in there. Now, don't forget the claw. Now, the only way out is to press this lever, but for right now, there is an area we need to take care of. So there is a fake wall with a tome and a switch. So we're going to ride this lift up right here by this candle-looking thing, that evil-looking candle. So that is our first secret containing Morphoboom. So now we're going to open this, not open, we're going to press the switch where the saber claws came from so we can ride the lift back up. Alright, so that will lower the barrier that prevented us from going to the area across from where we flipped the switch to get the yellow key. Alright, so get those barrels to help take out the saber claws. Do it quickly. Now those barrels do grow back. Now there are lots of gargoyles in here too, so be careful of that. Okay, this is kind of a dangerous area just because there are several were-dragons. I wouldn't fire more than just a couple of... Yeah, you see what I mean there? Because all those little bomb barrels grow back. I don't know what you call them, to be honest, and I feel like I should know what they're called, but I don't, so... They're equivalent of barrels in Doom, but these ones grow back sometimes. These ones do, at least. Okay, and there are several barricades yet. Okay. Here, I got some arrows, so I'll just go ahead and polish them off with the arrows for right now. Okay, come on, work with me. Okay. I was hoping... Here. Goodness. Okay, I don't want to waste too much ammo. Okay, so over here, next to the green door, we're going to take this path. There are several paths after this. It doesn't matter which one you take, really, because it just kind of, they all confluence together eventually. So, I'm going to take the left one just because. I mean, it doesn't really matter which one to take, I promise. Because you all end up in the same place eventually. Okay, so there is a shadow sphere we can get, and there's also a hell staff. We will grab that momentarily, but for right now, I'm just going to grab the goodies in here. Okay, so when we get the hell staff, most of the monsters in here are Gargs, thankfully, so nothing too dangerous, but there are a couple of tricky parts. Alright, over here, I believe, is a secret. It's the little niche, and we can grab some armor. Now, once we lower the lift, be careful because you have to use a tripwire to activate it, and the cross current, it can make things a little tricky. So I'm going to go take this path over here next to where we came up on the right. And those Gargs are just a pain in the butt sometimes. Just die already, goodness gracious. Okay, so here's the shadow sphere. So most of this area is explored, but between those two hanging skulls right there is a secret area. So open that door up to reveal more Gargs and some ammo. And we get the backpack out of it, so yeah. Alright, and yes, there is an iron lich we have to dodge, so I'm going to just use the hell staff on him because I got plenty of ammo for it. While I try and dodge his tornadoes. Okay, so he doesn't hide anything, unfortunately. It's just a trap, basically. So, okay. So I'm going to drop down. Alright, and there is a darkened area. It's not a secret, unfortunately, but it is something that we could really use, and that is a Tome of Power. I'm going to just go ahead and use a Tome of Power now on the Iron Lich that comes out once the trap sprung. So, and then he has a map, which is always useful. So let's grab that map. Keep going up. And then here is the green key. Alright, so now this area should look sort of familiar because, yeah, there we go. Yeah, because this is where the big room where we can take all those winding paths. So, now we can take the green key now, or the green door now, rather, if we want to, but I'm going to double check something because I think I'm missing an item somewhere, so. Hold on, let me go back to the main room real quick. I'll see if there's something I can access right now, because I know, yeah, I know I'm missing a couple secrets. There's 2 to go, so I'm going to go ahead and just open the green door for right now, just to get it out of the way. There's a few minor monsters, there's a couple saber claws, I think maybe a garg or 2. Just die. You can flip the switch, which reveals some barricades, or which eliminates the barricades, rather, because we saw a couple there. There we go. I'm going to go take this one up here, the one we just opened. We'll go up. Alright, here is a chaos device. I don't think we need it too much on this particular level. Now, there is an urn over here, I believe, which is not an actual secret, but it is part of the item count, so don't forget it. Grab the goodies. And here we are overlooking the yellow door. So, by these 2 hanging skulls is, I believe, one of our other secrets. So let's flip that open. It reveals a saber claw on the right, or from my vantage point, and on the left is an Iron Lich. So I'll use the Hell Staff on him, try and, yeah, just dodge his stuff there. He should be near death at this point. Yeah, there we got the wings, and we got the Phoenix Rod, so awesome. Okay, while I'm here, we're going back down this path. Let's go ahead and take this area. I think I have 2 tomes of power, and all I really need is this one right now. I don't need any more after this, thankfully, so I will activate it now, and I will just fire on these ding-dong were-dragons. Alright, and they will chase you, so be careful. They will teleport, or they can at least. None of them have so far. And I am almost out of armor. I am out of armor, and I am out of health. So I'm gonna just go ahead and grab that yellow, not yellow, the I'll call it yellow shield, the silver shield for right now, just to get it. Oh, there's a were dragon. Okay, I don't know where he came from. Oh, he took one of the other teleporters, I think. All right, so that is closed off. So we'll have to hit the switch to open it back up. One were, he's kind of stuck, I think. I don't know why they put him there. Goodness gracious, I'm about dead, aren't I? Okay, well, that's at least not too far from where I'm at. So I don't really need the ammo so bad right now, so I'm just going to grab the shield in the middle. That's the last one I need. Enchanted shield. Okay. Alright, so we got some stair steps near the beginning of the map now with a couple of were dragons. We'll just pop them here with the crossbow. Okay, now here is a fake exit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my morph ovuns activated, and I am missing a secret. So we'll go back. I think I know what it is. So let's activate this trap right here with a bunch of disciples. And, my goodness. Alright, that completely missed. just going to use the claw and screw it. Alright. Okay, so here is the real exit right here, but we don't need to take that one right now. So we are going to get that last secret. Check my map real quick. Yeah, I know where it's at. Okay. I'm missing just one item, so nothing too crazy. Oh, this cross current's a pain in the butt to deal with, isn't it? Okay, it is... yes, up here, I think. Okay, it's by the switch, isn't it? Hold on, where am I at? Oh, by the skull. Okay. And there's a ring. That's what it was. That ring overlooking the lava pit. Yeah, that's what it is. So we'll grab those, and I think that's it. We got everything. Yes, we do. So let's beat it. Okay. Goodness gracious. Alright. Fighting this cross current is kind of a pain. Okay. Alright, so that's Rapids in a nutshell. So, it's not a difficult map, really. There's quite a bit of ammo and health on here. Monsters aren't too terribly difficult. There's a small handful of iron liches, but most of them are gargoyles and were-dragons. So, the hardest part about this is the cross current to deal with, you know, because you're going to get pushed around a lot. So just keep that in mind. So that's probably the trickiest part to deal with. And there's that windy part where you get the green key. It's kind of sort of confusing, but yeah, it all ends up in the same place. Like you run around enough, you'll find where you're at. So that's about all I have to say regarding this one. So we're going to call it good, and we'll go on to the next one. Key. I've also heard it pronounced Quay, but I think historically it's pronounced Key. So we'll talk to you next time. And if you like my videos, please like and subscribe. Again, I'm open to comments, constructive criticism, anything that might make your viewing experience better. Please let me know. I'm open to anything. So take care, everybody. See you next time, and God bless.